Welcome to Peak Analytics.
Today, we're diving into the vibrant, turbulent, and unforgettable life of Jayne Mansfield, the 1950s and 60s Hollywood bombshell whose charisma, talent, and tragic end left an indelible mark on pop culture. Known as the smart dumb blonde, Jayne was more than just a glamorous icon. She was a mother of five, a trained musician, and a savvy self-promoter who shaped her own legend. We're covering it all: her cause of death, her children, the infamous car accident, her iconic pink palace, her net worth, her colorful lifestyle, and a detailed biography that traces her meteoric rise and heartbreaking fall. This is a long one, folks, as we unpack the triumph and tragedy of a true Hollywood original. So, grab a snack, settle in, and let's explore the life of Jayne Mansfield. If Jayne's story or her impact on Hollywood inspires you, hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe with the notification bell on so you don't miss our deep dives into the lives of iconic stars. Let's keep the golden age of Hollywood alive together. Jayne Mansfield, born Vera Jane Palmer on April 19, 1933, in Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania, died tragically on June 29, 1967, at the age of 34. Her death occurred in a horrific car accident on U.S. Route 90 near Slidell, Louisiana, while traveling from a nightclub performance in Biloxi, Mississippi, to a TV appearance in New Orleans. The 1966 Buick Electra she was in, driven by 20-year-old Ronald B. Harrison, slammed into the rear of a slowed tractor-trailer obscured by a mosquito-spraying fog machine. Jayne, her boyfriend Samuel S. Brody, and Harrison were killed instantly in the front seat. The crash sheared off the car's top, leading to gruesome rumors, fueled by crash scene photos showing her blonde wig, that Jayne was decapitated. Her death certificate, however, lists the cause as a crushed skull with avulsion of cranium and brain, akin to a partial scalping, not a full decapitation. 3 of her children, Mickey Jr., 8, Zoltan, 6, and Mariska Hargitay, 3, were asleep in the back seat and survived with minor injuries, though Mariska carries a scar on her head as a lasting reminder. The accident, detailed in sources like the New York Times and biography.com, spurred the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration to mandate Mansfield bars on semi-trucks in 1998 to prevent underride crashes, a legacy that saves lives today. Jayne had 5 children from 3 marriages. Her first child, Jayne Marie Mansfield, was born in 1950 to her and first husband Paul Mansfield. With second husband Mickey Hargitay, a former Mr. Universe, she had Mickey Jr., 1958, Zoltan, 1960, and Mariska Hargitay, 1964, now famous for Law and Order, SVU. Her son Antonio Tony Cimber was born in 1965 with third husband Matt Cimber. Mariska, who was 3 at the time of the crash, later shared in a 2018 People interview, "The way I've lived with loss is to lean into it. There's been a lot of darkness, but on the other side, things can be so bright." After Jayne's death, her children were raised by Mickey Hargitay and his third wife, Ellen Ciano, who Mariska called Mom in a 2012 Good Housekeeping interview. Jayne Marie, the only child old enough to attend her mother's funeral, later appeared in Playboy in 1976, following her mother's footsteps as a model. The car accident that claimed Jayne's life became a grim Hollywood legend, amplified by rumors of a curse tied to Anton LaVey, founder of the Church of Satan, whom Jayne met in 1966. Some, like Snopes.com, note LaVey claimed he cursed Brody for disrupting church services, with Jayne's death as collateral damage. 6 prior car accidents involving Jayne and Brody fueled speculation, explored in the 2017 documentary Mansfield 6667. After the crash, wrongful death lawsuits were filed by Matt Cimber and on behalf of Jayne Marie, settled out of court, per Wikipedia. The wrecked Buick Electra became a macabre roadside attraction in Florida during the 1970s, later displayed by the dearly departed Tours and Artifact Museum until the COVID-19 pandemic. Jayne's home, dubbed the Pink Palace, was a Sunset Boulevard mansion in Los Angeles, purchased in 1962 for $76,000. About $750,000 today. Known for its heart-shaped swimming pool, pink shag carpeting, and extravagant decor, it reflected her flamboyant persona. The Vintage News describes it as a shrine to her love of pink, with a pink fountain and gold Cupid statues. After her death, the estate, initially valued at $600,000, was found to be insolvent due to $500,000 in debts, per CelebrityNetWorth.com. Items like jewelry and a sports car were contested, with Brody's widow suing for gifts he gave Jayne. The Pink Palace was later owned by Ringo Starr and Engelbert Humperdinck before being demolished in 2002. Jayne's net worth at her death in 1967 was estimated at $2 million, about $18 million in 2024 dollars, per CelebrityNetWorth.com, amassed through films, nightclub performances, and Playboy appearances. She earned up to $35,000 a week for Las Vegas shows, but her lavish lifestyle and legal battles eroded her wealth. She inherited $90,000 from her grandfather and $36,000 from her grandmother in 1958, about $1.37 million combined today, which funded her early Hollywood ventures, but her financial mismanagement left little for her children. Jayne's lifestyle was as bold as her public image. A trained violinist and pianist with a claimed IQ of 163, she spoke 5 languages and studied drama at Southern Methodist University and the University of Texas. Yet, she leaned into her dumb blonde persona, inspired by Marilyn Monroe but distinct in her comedic flair and self-aware publicity stunts, like her 1957 wardrobe malfunction that outshone Sophia Loren at a party. Vanity Fair notes her as a walking punchline who lived for attention, hosting lavish parties at the Pink Palace and embracing her sex symbol status. She performed in nightclubs, sang with Jimi Hendrix on 1967 singles, and toured Europe, earning $56,000 for an 8-week cabaret stint in England. Her love of family shone through, despite her chaotic personal life, with frequent public appearances alongside her children and pets, including her beloved chihuahuas. Controversies, like her Playboy nudes and rumored ties to the Church of Satan, kept her in headlines, as did her feud with Loren, captured in that iconic 1957 photo. Now, let's dive into Jayne's biography, a roller coaster of ambition, fame, and tragedy. Born in Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania, to attorney Herbert Palmer and schoolteacher Vera, Jayne lost her father to a heart attack at age 3, an event she witnessed in the car. Raised in Phillipsburg, New Jersey, and later Dallas, Texas, after her mother remarried, Jayne dreamed of stardom, inspired by Shirley Temple. At 16, she met Paul Mansfield at a Christmas party, marrying him in 1950 at 17 while pregnant with Jane Marie. She balanced motherhood with drama studies, moving to Los Angeles in 1954 after Paul's Korean War service. Her early Hollywood years were tough, but her 1955 Playboy Playmate feature and a publicity stunt where her bikini top fell off during an RKO event skyrocketed her fame. Jayne's breakout came as Rita Marlowe in the 1955 Broadway hit Will Success Spoil Rock Hunter, earning her a Theatre World Award. Her 1956 film The Girl Can't Help It made her a star, with 20th Century Fox marketing her as Marilyn Monroe king size. Films like The Wayward Bus, 1957, where she played a wistful derelict, showcased her dramatic range, earning critical praise. She won a 1957 Golden Globe for The Girl Can't Help It. Her 1958 marriage to Mariska Hargitay produced 3 children, but studio frustration with her pregnancies and stunts led to B-movie roles in the 1960s, like Promises. 1963, the first major film with nudity by a Hollywood star. Her 1964 marriage to Matt Cimber, who directed her in Single Room Furnished, released posthumously in 1968, ended in divorce proceedings by 1966. Biography.com notes her career decline, with nightclub work and low-budget films like The Las Vegas Hillbillies, 1966, sustaining her. Despite her fading film career, Jayne's charisma kept her relevant. Her 1967 cabaret tour in England drew crowds, and she collaborated with Jimi Hendrix on singles like Suey. Her final TV appearance on The Joey Bishop Show, reading a poem about early death, aired 10 days before her crash. Posthumously, her life inspired the Emmy-nominated The Jayne Mansfield Story, 1980, with Lonnie Anderson and Dangerous Curves, 1999. Mariska Hargitay's 2025 HBO documentary My Mom Jane aims to reframe her legacy, revealing Mariska's biological father was Italian singer Nelson Sardelli, conceived during a brief separation from Hargitay. Jayne's influence endures through her children, her safety legacy, and her unapologetic embrace of fame. What's your favorite Jayne Mansfield moment? Did her comedic charm in The Girl Can't Help It win you over, or do you admire her fearless publicity stunts? Share in the comments, and let's celebrate her legacy. If this video moved you, like, share, and subscribe for more Hollywood stories. Hit that bell so you don't miss a thing. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.